I can go on testimonials. I've had people approach me to tell me, by listening to your song, I was able to accept my call to preach. By listening to your song, I was able to say yes to someone that asked me to marry them. I mean, strong moments in the lives of other people. You know, watching Oprah Winfrey, and she had the team, the cast from Dreamgirls, on her show, and one of the young ladies said that she had auditioned, and she went home. She started listening to gospel music, and she mentioned the song. She said, "I listened to Order My Steps," you know, and she said two weeks later she got the call that she had gotten the part in the movie. And my sister and I just kind of looked at each other like, wow, that was pretty cool. Glenn said, I've got this song that the women are going to sing, and I would love for you to sing it. I said, what's the name of it? He said, Order My Steps. Do you know it? I said, no, Glenn, I don't know it. So he gave me the music, and I went back to my room and I stayed there until rehearsal. I think we had rehearsal that afternoon about 1 o'clock or so. Went to the rehearsal, went back to my room and stayed the rest of the day, and listened to the recording and tried to learn the song. With me, it takes me a long time to learn a song, so listened to it all night Monday night. The next day, went to rehearsal again, and then just went back to my room. The recording was at 2 in the morning. I have to say it, my boyfriend's parents, because I work at Metropolitan Hospital, and they came, said, you've got to hear this, because I had gotten a call to say, you know, your song is #1 in the nation. I'm like, wow, and I went down and I heard it, and I said, you guys like it? They said, yeah, it's a pretty nice song. And that was my first time hearing it.
In the hospital?
I was at work. And I came downstairs to hear it, and I said, okay, gotta go back to work, and I went back to work. The people that I was able to meet during that time, it was pretty nice, and to be able to open up for people like Kurt Franklin and Yolanda Adams, and I think I've opened up for just about everybody.
When the song took off, did you go into a contract? You went into a contract and did you get royalties? Because some of our artists we're honoring, they did not get the benefit of royalties.
No, because of the fact that I did not write the song, so whatever money I made was from being able to just hit the pavement and work and get out there and do concerts and things like that. I wish I could have gotten some of those royalties though, but no, I didn't get the royalties from it.
Not getting the royalties, was that a sore point at some point there?
I think, yeah, at times when I wake up hungry a day or two, I'd be like, man, I wish I could have, you know, gotten those. But yeah, it did some at times.
Did that make you want to give up the music business?
Yeah, it did. I kind of sat back for a while, really for about 6 years, you know, once I began to realize, because Order My Steps is a very, very well-known song. But Mimi Red is, you know, there's like a difference. It's just like, Oh Happy Day. It's a great song, and a lot of people know it, but not very many people know who sang that song. You know, they know it's the Hawkins, but who was the lady that led that song? So in terms of that, I went through this period where if somebody would play the intro, I'm just out there, me, oh that's me, oh that's me, you know, because people didn't really know, you know, who I was. And after a while, I'd just be like, oh, okay, you know, and they're playing the song or whatever. And I have to say that there were some low points for me for a while. Things did happen out there and made me realize that there were some lessons to learn. There are situations in which, even though it's gospel music, there's still some situations where you can't trust everyone, with all of your stuff. You know what I mean? And those are some pretty valuable lessons. There's some things that I did back then that I'll know not to do again.
Did you get angry with God at a point?
With God, I have to say, not with God. I got angry with people to the point where I was like, you know what? I just don't want to do this anymore because I don't understand. It was a thing of not really understanding how people can be a certain way, or how people can do some of the things that they do. And not only that, but even from a jealousy standpoint, I kind of stepped back because of issues like that. So there's two sides of the coin, where you're out here in the music world and it's not always what it's cracked up to be, and then you're in a whole nother situation where people are just like, oh, who does she think she is, that kind of thing. And then there's a jealousy factor that you're not expecting, which for me kind of pulled me back some. But as you get older, you realize that what it's all about is ministry. And if people are being blessed by what you do, then that's what counts. And all the other stuff doesn't even matter.